Okay, the countdown happened. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to our podcast. Hello. Welcome to our podcast. Okay, no, that
Delusionally audacious.
Let's try it again. Ready?
We do it better when we don't try.
Okay, ready?
Truly.
Okay, ready? Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'm ready. Okay, ready? Okay.
Delusionally audacious to know that we practiced the intro prior and we nailed it and we were not looking at each other.
We did. That is true. Okay, so welcome to our podcast. You might say, who the crap are these girls? And honestly, that's a good question because we don't know. First, let's get to the tea. Why are we here? Who are we? And what do we want to talk about? I'm going to read you a script and try to make it look like I'm not reading it. We're just girls who needed a change, and we're delusionally audacious enough to try to pursue our dreams. And let me tell you, we have big dreams. Okay, why leave the audacity to the men when we can be audacious?
Honestly, we have enough of it.
That's actually so true.
Between the two of us.
That's true. We want to welcome people into a real-time look at our lives as we try to figure it out while being lighthearted and potentially entertaining.
Hopefully.
She won class clown
a long time ago.
But I feel like it still is in your blood, you know?
Yeah.
You can never lose the clown. Hopefully encouraging others to shake up their lives and pursue their own dreams, whether that's big or small, while we share our unhinged thoughts and things that happened in our own world. A look into what it's like being a girl's girl in a weird world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Katie Rush. You might hear her call me Kat or Rush. Probably just Rush, but know that my real name is Katie.
It's true. Rush just like falls off the lips, you know?
No, I
falls off the lips.
I really
falls off the lips.
It just falls off the lips. Beautiful. I'm glad it falls off your lips.
Yeah.
Yours and yours alone, truly.
I'm just so shocked by that. If my last name is Rush, I'd be like, everyone call me Rush.
No, they call me Mount Rushmore. Big time Rush. Katie Rush, one word. Crush.
It's okay. My
Never
nickname,
just Rush.
My nickname growing up was Hobby Lobby. Shout out to the kids who used to call me Hobby Lobby. I hope your life sucks. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you're doing great. No bad vibes.
You are the worst.
You're literally the worst.
I think is really important that you know about me. First of all, favorite movie. The Goofy movie. It is a cinematic masterpiece. And if you disagree, I don't know if we can be friends.
Truly iconic.
Truly. Animation, on point. Humor, hilarious.
Yeah.
While still explaining the story and the exposition of a father and son.
Yep.
Truly finding each other.
I think that's how you find like a true 90s kid is people who like the Goofy movie.
Yeah. Leaning power of cheese. Iconic. Another thing you should know about me. I am a professional sound tech. Part of those big dreams that I have. I want to win a Grammy.
Of course.
Because who doesn't?
Yeah.
Went to school for audio almost 15 years ago.
That's wild.
Fell into it on accident. Certified recording engineer. Honestly,
casual.
That doesn't matter. The real thing that matters if you ever want to get into sound is connections and like being delusionally audacious.
Why do you say that?
Because you have to be crazy enough to believe in yourself that you can make it.
Is it oversaturated or?
Prior to COVID, yes. Okay. Now, no.
Interesting.
Why did I want to do this podcast? Just, no, I want to change. I've been doing sound in a safe way, doing sound mostly in churches.
Life is too short to play it safe.
Truly.
I stand by that.
Yeah. And that's what I've been feeling mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I want to win a Grammy. You don't win Grammys by being safe.
It's true.
I love making people laugh. Laughing at me, laughing with me. I don't really care.
One and the same.
Truly.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm laughing at me.
I say most of the time I'm laughing at other people. I cannot.
Not with, just at.
Not with,
solely,
just at.
Solely at. I love creating, love cheering my friends on, love encouraging people to do scary things. Yeah, that's why I'm
So now it's time for you to actually drink your own medicine is what I'm hearing.
Truly.
Okay. Well, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Drink my own medicine is crazy.
What's the actual phrase?
Drink my own Kool-Aid, I believe. Or drink the Kool-Aid, or
no. Take your own medicine.
Take
Maybe
my
that's
own
what
advice.
It is. Okay, well, I've heard it. I've heard it both ways.
Okay. Who are you?
Hello, my name is Havilah. I'm a survivor of ADD, and it will come out in this podcast. And I actually didn't know, this is not my main identity trait, but I just had a really distracted moment, and that's why I'm bringing it up. It wasn't until like 2 years ago that I realized that I had ADD. It was actually my counselor who literally sat me down and was like, I have some news for you.
And I wonder if I have it.
You for sure. 100%. And the way that our conversations go, we're bouncing off the walls.
Truly.
Anyways, so massively ADD, and I'm kind of running with it at this point, using it as a creative force, the fire underneath. Besides that, I am a professional dancer. I work independently, basically meaning I'm not tied to a company and I can work wherever and whenever and with whoever I want, which is fun.
Bless you.
Yeah, it's fun. I have danced with a company before and I honestly loved it. Being an independent artist is also great. So dance professionally, love musical theater kid at heart. I listen to musical theater music and my heart shines. I hate it.
I found the first thing we don't have in common.
Oh God. I felt like I had to like admit that to you right now.
Yeah, and that's okay. We're same but different.
We're same but different.
This is a thing that we're different in.
Fire, water,
truly.
wind.
And this wind, I will watch musicals. I enjoy some musical soundtracks. Overall, though, I'm not a musical lover.
And that's okay. And I can be okay with that.
Okay. But if you wanted to go, know that I would go with you. And it would be for you if that ever came up or happened.
First of all, honored. Second of all, I would never ask you. Let me say why. Because if you don't like musicals, I don't want you to sit through that. The whole night I'll be like, sorry that you're miserable. No, I'd rather go alone.
Know that if I really did not like the musical, I would tell you no.
Okay, it's fair. I love how like extra dramatic musicals are, where there's like a moment of turmoil and they're like, you know what, let's sing and dance about it. Because that's how I feel internally. Like I have moments when I'm like at the grocery store and I'm like, I can't even say moments. This is my everyday where I'm like, you know, it would make this moment better if everyone was singing and dancing. If High School Musical was my reality.
Okay, I did have a moment in middle school because that's when High School Musical came out for me. You were a literal child.
What can I say?
But in my middle school, soaring, flying, there's not a star in heaven that we can't reach if we're breaking free.
She knows the lyrics.
Ran through my middle school, scream singing that at the top of my lungs with my best friend through the hallways.
I get like emotional thinking about that.
Through the hallways.
I have a core memory of sitting in front of the TV with my family. Literally just me, crisscross applesauce.
Little drool.
I was like probably like 7 watching Zac Efron and what's her face? Vanessa on the news because there was like a scandal. They like sent each other nudes. And it was a huge deal.
Nude that almost ruined her.
Yes.
But nudes today, not a big deal.
Yeah, but back then it was like corrupt Disney kids.
Yeah, truly.
And I remember just like sitting and watching the news and being like, my icons.
Send nudes.
Sending nudes. No, if anything, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they would do that.
Truly.
Still iconic.
Back then, so taboo.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
still today.
I would say it's still probably taboo, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah, depending on your audience and who you're talking to, very taboo.
Yeah.
But I would say in popular culture,
normal. Yeah. Just a norm.
Just a normal, not a healthy normal, but
a normal. Anyways, okay, so moving on to just more topics about me.
Tell me.
Tell them. Then I got nervous. I didn't know how to.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so we're back. I also teach yoga. And I love it. Well, I like religiously go to one class a week who I love. I absolutely am obsessed with this class. I leave happy.
Are you advanced? Well, you're a teacher. You're probably advanced. Or
I think the topic of like being advanced in yoga is a cliche topic.
Fair enough.
Because my first response was like, yes, athletically, yes.
Okay.
But a lot of yoga teachers would argue and be like, advanced is being able to like sit still for hours and meditate or not speak for 17 trillion years or whatever.
I'd never be advanced.
Which I've
by that standard.
Yes. Which meditation love.
Yeah.
Getting better at it.
Yes.
I can like when I first started yoga, I was definitely I think being on the stage helped with like not like fiddling. Is that the word I'm looking for? Fidgeting. Fiddling. A little fiddler.
A little fiddle on the side.
It helped with not fidgeting because like as soon as you step on the stage, you can't do whatever.
Yeah, any intrusive thoughts.
Any intrusive thoughts.
None of them.
And sometimes you do, and that's what I love about live theater. One time I face planted on stage. We'll come back to that story eventually. I think there's video proof of it somewhere.
I would pay to watch that video.
I took my partner down with me.
I can't wait for that story to circle back.
Yeah, I just had
Truly.
a flashback to it. So anyways, so I'm getting better at meditating. It's a goal of mine to continue to get better. But athletically, yoga is like so much fun. I always say it's kind of like a playground because you're like on your mat and you're like upside down and it's just so much fun.
It's a great analogy, honestly.
But that's how I feel about working out in general. Okay. Like I was talking to literally my chiropractor the other day and I was like, I don't understand how people don't like working out because I show up to the gym and I'm like, I feel like a lot of, especially girls are intimidated because they're like, it's a lot of just fit dudes lifting heavy things. And I'm like, exactly. It's a lot of guys lifting heavy things. Like, that's just hilarious. But yeah, I just go to the gym and I giggle because I'm like, this is so funny. It's all the gym bros being like, I lift this much. And I'm like, it's like the caveman who's like, I lift heavy rock. And I just find it funny. And I feel like I can make fun of it because I love doing it too. I'm like, I lift heavy too. Like
I lift heavy rock too.
And and then there's like this thing that I call the playground where it has like monkey bars and like you can like crawl on it and hit things and there's ropes and it's just like
like plyometric workout. Type of stuff.
Sure. I don't even know what that means. Truthfully, it's big words.
Body weight.
Oh,
so you're like, or like incorporating like real movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think I'm not an expert.
No, that
please don't
great.
come for me.
I think that sounded great.
If it's wrong.
Yeah, but that's like I could literally be there for hours.
Love it.
If you ever have a day where you're like, I need her to be distracted for an entire day. Just
put you in the playground. Put her in the playground.
Kids' playground would probably work too.
Truly.
I'd be like, are we gonna swing?
Do they still have like merry-go-rounds?
No, I think those were banned because after our childhood.
Yeah, I mean,
so many kids got flung off of those
and
things.
Injured.
Yeah, I remember you would literally like hold on for dear life, and then that one friend would just
whip you,
try to murder you. Basically, can I say that online? I don't know.
Fling you off.
That's a better solution. Yeah,
yeah.
They would try to fling you.
Try to make you fly.
Yeah, and that was the fun part about childhood is you could fly off and you would walk away unhurt. But now, if you put me on that,
there's no bouncing back. At least one broken bone.
Yeah, at least one. And probably like a messed up hip forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're pretty flexible. Yoga.
I'm pretty strong.
Lift heavy rock.
I lift heavy rock. Also have big dreams.
What are they?
I want to eventually be acting in film.
Amazing.
Hollywood. Watch out, I'm coming for it. From live theater to the film industry.
Amazing.
Anyway, so see me on the big screen.
Do you have a favorite genre?
Man, it's all over the place. I will say I'm a sucker for action.
Honestly, could see it.
I love action movies.
Would you do like action comedy?
Oh, I mean, if I could ever pass for comedy, I feel like I would cry on set every day.
I'd be like you could do like a Get Smart.
Oh my God. It'd be so much fun. I've always said that I'll probably fall into like funny characters because I'm a pretty girl with pretty ugly expressions. Like I watch back on film and I'm like, how did I look like that? Like, why did no one tell me I looked like a gorilla? So comedy's probably where I'll end up, truthfully. But how fun.
But you have a great personality.
But you ever thought about getting into voice acting?
I have. Honestly, I have. Another one of my dreams that I always wanted to do, but
I feel like you being a voice actor makes sense to me.
I would love to play an animated character.
Yes,
truly.
I support that.
Truly, I would. I've also always wanted to get into comedy.
Yeah.
Just never have.
Stand-up comedian. Hey, I know a place.
I'm not ready.
Okay.
But we'll add it to the bingo card for 2025.
Okay, great.
Maybe 2026.
I would come watch you.
Good. I need crowd workers. Or
yeah, you can just make fun of me the whole time. I'm okay with that.
Beautiful.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You can heckle me back.
Yeah,
you should heckle me back.
Loser. That's all I got.
You look like a gorilla. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you. You should get into voice acting. I also know people.
We'll talk after.
Okay. It felt right. I love winking.
That one took effort. Can you wink with both? Or can you wink?
I'm pretty sure that's blinking.
Not at the same time.
I'm over here like, hey. Hey, sexy.
No, one at a time, like like fast like that,
No,
you know?
I can like barely wink with my right eye.
Really?
And
Look,
I have to like leave my mouth open.
so fast. I
Look.
unconsciously sometimes, like if I'm like passing somebody, I feel like if I were a guy, I would be a douchebag.
For sure.
Yes, you would.
100%.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
No, truthfully, sometimes I walk past people and I do the head nod and I just wink. And it's totally reflexive. It's just
People who wink are on a completely different level.
yeah.
Not once has it ever crossed my mind to wink at someone.
But it doesn't cross my mind, I just wink. It is like
Involuntary.
Yeah.
Involuntary.
Yeah, involuntary.
Okay.
It is truly involuntary. Like if I see somebody and I know them like across the room, I'll just
I usually give a
millennial peace sign. She is not a millennial, guys. That's embarrassing. Because I won't even say that I don't give the millennial peace sign because I do, but it's okay because I am a millennial.
Yeah. I'm a Gen Z. Here's the thing though. I think I go between like my internal clock is a very old man. That or like a surfer dude. Like I have the mentality of a bro who's like, I've just been on the waves all day, tossed by the sun, don't have a care in the world. So
Truly.
I hate it. I do hate it. I acknowledge that. But it's who I am.
True. But I can't hate me anymore.
But I don't want to hate me anymore. Okay, should we go into topic number 1? Okay, I'm going to give you one more quote from this movie.
Okay, please.
A princess? Shut up.
Oh, Princess Diaries.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's when she's on the phone.
Yes,
the
got
teacher.
It.
Yeah.
Anytime why is that itching the back of my head?
Anytime anyone says, I immediately am like, to that movie. The queen is coming. Anyways.
Princess Diaries 3.
Oh my.
Off topic, but oh my gosh.
They're keeping us on the tip of our
toes.
Truly. Why did I want to say pants?
Oh, I really wish you would have. They really are keeping us on the tip of our pants.
the fact that she was like, yeah, we're coming out with a third and we haven't heard anything else. And then there was an interview with Chris and he was like, I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, maybe there's a reason, Chris. Just kidding. I don't know.
Chris has to be in it.
Truly. If he's not, I don't know. I'd still watch it.
I'd still watch it. All of us would still watch it.
Truly.
But we love you, Chris. Your blue eyes, nothing's like them.
Pools to swim in.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw this video that was like, the one thing that we can all agree upon. I guess one woman from that takeoff was like, I don't know, I'm just having a hard time calling myself an astronaut. And the video was like, that's something we can all agree on because you're not.
Truly, because you're not. There is no way.
You went up high in the air. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I want to know if they did any training, honestly.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Not even like
maybe like, hey, just don't open the door while you're in the air.
Okay, yeah, true.
Maybe just that.
Did they have any real astronauts with them?
No, which I think is also a sign. Fake news.
Is it real? Is it fake?
Who knows?
It happened on my birthday and
it felt like a gift?
It did.
Katie knew. Katie said, this is for the other Katie.
This is for that other Katie. She knows who she is.
I heard she was having a tough year, so I thought I would go to space for her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope.
And when you put it like that, that's a good friend.
The best. Let's talk about it.
About what specifically?
Earlier you said fire.
Oh, yeah.
Being me. Water. Being you.
Okay, I know that I don't know much. Okay, so I don't know much about zodiacs. So this is kind of like zodiacs for dummies.
I also really don't know much. I just read.
She just reads. I think that's where education usually starts.
Critical thinking. And
yeah. However, if I was an airbender, no. If I could bend.
If you were a bender.
If I was a bender, I would bend fire.
And honestly, I would truly probably bend water.
However, waterbenders are the ones that can bend blood, can't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'd be a waterbender.
Honestly, I think you would be a waterbender.
Why? Can you? Why? Why?
One, because she's a Cancer, guys.
Which I still find lame. I think they got it wrong.
No, they really didn't. I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this.
First of all, it's called Cancer. Like, how upsetting. And then I'm a crab. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry.
Sometimes you're a little crabby. She's emotional. Case in point. Come back. She left. She was angry. The face she's giving me right now, guys.
I just feel upset.
Fair.
I'm curious.
I don't mean like irrationally emotional. And I
Okay.
don't mean that in a negative way.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you have emotions and you express them.
Okay.
You're not afraid to like.
So I'm healthy?
I don't know about that. That's for between you and your counselor. One, cancers are emotional. They get a bad rap for it, but you talking about being a bloodbender is exactly why I think you actually are a water sign. Because water signs typically, like their anger, their rage, they're patient. You'll play the long game. Like you would
Plan someone's demise?
yeah, and not in like a traditional like I'm gonna destroy you and it's just gonna be done.
Mm-hmm.
In a like a slow, you're gonna forget you even did this to me, but I will never forget, and I will raise your children to despise you kind of way. I will destroy you from within your own home kind of way. And
Accurate.
most water signs are not that extreme, guys. That's like a crazy over
That's like
exaggeration.
such an extreme. I've never said that before.
Never.
Not like I said that literally 2 days ago.
I know. But that's when I was like,
But
oh,
I don't
no.
actually plan anyone's demise. I just think about it.
Yes.
Some people call it
Same, but-
passive. I
same,
call
same,
it
but different.
long-term goal.
Yeah. Okay. Can I tell you about a fire sign?
Yes, please.
Which is me. I will rage, explode, and I'm over it.
I like can't even imagine.
So you're not a fire sign. No. Although I will say, and this is something that like fire signs get a bad rap for, they just think we're all hotheads. Actually, for my sign in particular, I'm an Aries, in case you were wondering.
In case you wanted to know.
In case you wanted to know, since I outed her as being a Cancer.
Yeah, what the heck?
So sorry.
It's fine.
I rather not expend physical or mental energy than get explosively angry.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to say that again.
Yeah. As an Aries, so like Aries, Leos, there's another fire sign, and I'm
not important.
They're not in my chart, so I really so sorry.
We can only know so much.
Truly, I'm just a girl after all.
Only when it's convenient to you.
Truly.
It's my favorite phrase to say, I'm just a girl. I use it all the time.
Same.
For anything inconvenient, I'm just a girl.
I'm so sorry. I'm just a girl.
And I love it. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Where was I? Oh, fire signs get a bad rap for being hotheads. At least Aries. I can only speak to mine. I much rather, and this is a lot of Aries, we protect our energy or like our mental energy, guys, not like energy. But my mental, emotional energy, I safeguard it. I will pick my battles. I will pick my fights. If you push me to the point where you see my anger, it's been building for a while. Actually, haven't had a big blow up in a while.
Wow, proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like that deserves an applause.
Truly. I believe in ghosting.
Oh, interesting. She's a ghoster.
Yes. If for whatever reason, like if I've tried, and I always try to work things out, but if it's just not working, I don't believe in the big drama blow up. I'll just fade away. And it actually doesn't mean that I hate you or I'm angry. It just means
it just wasn't worth your energy.
Yeah.
I feel like I would always prefer closure. I would always prefer a conversation.
Very water.
I would way rather look at someone and be like, I no longer want you in my life.
Yeah.
I wish you the best. Goodbye.
And I have done that too. Because some of the time they come back and they're like, where are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, so sorry.
So sorry.
So sorry. I think we're going different directions.
That's fair.
So sorry, but wish you the best.
So on a completely different note, what is your Myers-Briggs?
ENTP.
Which means what?
Good question. I'm an ENTP, but before that, guys, I recently retook this for the first time in like over 10 years. Was an ENFJ. Now I'm an ENTP. So if it has been over 10 years since you've taken that test, highly recommend you take it again.
Okay, so you're an extroverted, intuitive, thinking, perceiving, often described as innovative, clever, and expressive.
I would agree with that.
They enjoy engaging in debates and exploring new possibilities.
Podcast.
And they're quick-witted, confident, and are enthusiastic. Congratulations, that's you.
I would say that's pretty accurate. What's your Myers-Briggs? Or last time you took it?
Okay, so I actually took it pretty recently. It was probably only like maybe a year ago.
Oh, then you're probably exactly the same.
I would assume exactly the same. I will say I'll
you're
take
probably
tests
very
throughout
different.
years and it's pretty consistent.
I feel like if I'm being fully transparent, when I took this Myers-Briggs test was the first time I ever was actually honest.
That's crazy. And what's that like to be honest with yourself now?
Freeing.
It's free.
I'm breaking free.
Soaring,
Flying.
there's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. When we're trying,
then we're breaking.
yeah, we're breaking
free.
free. Okay, so my Myers-Briggs is the.
What if I auto-tuned that?
I would love that, and I think you definitely should.
I'll
100%.
try.
Okay,
So sorry.
So I'm the ENTJ.
Oh, ENTJ, and I'm ENTP.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm definitely judging. The more I realize, I used to not identify with that, and I'm like, no, I'm totally judging. Okay, so
Aren't we all?
that's
though?
we all try not to be, but let's not lie to ourselves.
Do we all try to be?
Try to be? Try
Yeah,
not to be.
Try not to be.
To be or to not to be?
To be or to not to be. Do
That
we
is the
try
question.
to be?
To be or not to be?
Do we actually? Because I try not to be.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I try not to be too. I actually really hate judgmental people. They annoy the crap out of me. And I can say that because I've been judgmental. All of my pet peeves I
Fair
do
enough.
myself.
Oh, 100% of people.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if somebody is annoying you, it's probably because you do that thing and you hate it about yourself.
Yeah, like people who smack their food. I want to take their face and smack it against the table in the most non-aggressive way possible.
I would just like to say that that sometimes I smack my food.
Get out.
But my mouth is closed, so make it make sense. I don't know. My grandma used to tell me, Katie, chew with your mouth closed all the time, every time my mouth was closed.
It's hilarious.
I don't. A fun fact about
Maybe you
me.
have like extra saliva in your mouth or something. That's like a thing.
Yeah. At the dentist, that suction wand,
it's very active the whole time.
Very active.
Interesting.
Lots of gauze.
Ew. Disgusting.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Okay, anyway, so I'm an ENTJ.
Tell me about her.
Which is a extroverted, intuitive thinking and judging. I mainly just want, I don't really.
You're rare, though.
I am. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that.
That's all I know about them.
Yeah, so basically only 2% of people are this personality and even less are women.
I'm rare, but not as rare as you. I'm 5 to 10% of the population. I don't know the gender ratio, though. No. You're an ENTJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite part about this is that I'm called the commander. I need to look up what your title is. I'm called the commander, which just really fills my ego. I'm characteristically characterized.
Oh,
Is that correct?
characterized.
Characterized.
You had a minute. Sorry, guys. I took the brain cell from her mid-sentence.
I glitch a lot, actually. Characterized.
It's
Okay. So
we love a good glitch.
Yeah, thank you. Is characterized by being strategic, decisive, and highly analytical.
Are you highly analytical?
I don't really consider myself very smart, and I only consider smart people to be analytical.
No, you keep us on track.
Is that what being analytical would be?
Yeah, it's like, do you function well with lists?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy making lists?
I love making lists.
Like, analytical to me just means like analysis. Like that, I think of that word, and like when I think of analysis, I think of like structure, order, organized.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not me.
Okay, then yes.
And that is a feature of me being an ENTP. Yeah.
Not fully organized.
No.
Completely chaotic.
Yeah.
But I'm more organized than type B.
I would say the same about myself. Yeah.
But I think it's literally out of just necessity to survive. I've had to become less chaotic.
Truly. For me too.
Yeah.
Make it as an adult human being, I have to be a little organized.
Yeah. Like to not triple book my schedule all the time like I used to. I have to keep a calendar. So people look at me and they're like, wow, you have a color-coded calendar. And I'm like, literally out of necessity.
I could never do that. I don't do that. I should do that because that bit me in the butt. Very recently, the day before my birthday.
What happened?
I double booked myself. But not just like a casual double booking where you could cancel. It was a friend's wedding of mine.
You missed a wedding?
No. I fully went to both plans.
Stop.
I went.
What was the other plan?
My birthday dinner with some of my other friends.
How do you forget a wedding and your own birthday?
The wedding I was invited to late-ish. I had moved back in like a few months earlier.
Okay.
And so they saw that I moved back.
That's sweet.
So like they invited me and I was like, of course I want to watch you get married.
Yeah.
Oh no, that felt really creepy to say, but that's what you
I
do
didn't
at a
take it like that. You do
I
watch
know,
them
but
get married. Uh-huh.
it just felt weird to say. Yeah, because
I want to watch you get
I was
married.
weird. I was definitely weirded out.
By the way you said it.
No, before I said it, and that's why it came out so weird.
You're like anticipating. You're like, this is gonna sound awful.
I was anticipating my own delivery and my own sentence, and it went
I
exactly
feel that.
how I thought it was going to.
Terribly.
And then but they had asked me to go to the wedding in enough time where you kind of forget that you had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't send any reminders. A lot of times people for their weddings will you'll get an email reminder or a text reminder or something.
Yeah.
None of that happened. I had a friend who wanted to celebrate my birthday, which was the following day. I was like, yeah, sure, I can do dinner on a Sunday night at the same time as this wedding ceremony. I made both happen.
Wow.
I didn't cancel. What I did was I went to the wedding ceremony. As soon as it ended, no reception for me. Unfortunately, wow. I love a
wedding reception.
I'm not a professional dancer, but I do love a good dance party.
Amen, sister. It's the best part of the wedding.
I will dance unashamedly.
Oh, yes, as you should.
Love it. Left the ceremony, bed 30 minutes away to go to this dinner. Made it right as the food was done.
Oh my gosh. Like as the food arrived to the table.
As the food had, finished cooking and was.
Honestly, good friends for like still showing up even though you weren't there.
Truly.
They're like, you know what? She'll show up eventually. Yeah. And that's what counts.
Well, I told them, I warned them. I said, guys, I'm so sorry I double booked myself. Mm-hmm. And they said, this is your birthday dinner. And I said,
we're literally doing this for you.
Literally.
And it worked out well for you.
It truly did. It doesn't always.
Yeah.
But that literally almost bit me in the butt.
I feel like most of the time it creates a really good story.
Oh, it's for the plot 100%.
Yeah. But even like this last week, I work multiple jobs. And this last week, as I arrived to one job, my other job was texting me going, where are you? Where are you? And I literally was, and I'm so sorry. And that's what I said to them. I was like, I'm so sorry. And I literally texted them back and I was like, what do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to be at? And they're like, you were scheduled today. Oh. And I was like, didn't see that on the schedule. I literally checked the schedule so many times. I have no idea how I missed it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I was like, well, I'm literally at my other job, so I can't
just come to you.
Like play rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to win? I don't know. The job that paid me more. That's who won.
Truly.
So anyways, but then I ended up quitting because I was like, obviously I have too much on my plate. So I'm down one job now. It was just too much.
I need a glow up.
This girl needs a glow up.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
I think I just constantly am in need of a glow up.
I don't know. I think you look
every
pretty
day.
Good.
Wow, thank you. My roommate said it really well. She said, you're really put together outside of the house. And I literally, she said
that's the only place it counts.
Well, yeah. In my home,
as you should be.
In my home, I look like a mixture between. I look like if Adam Sandler was actually homeless. That's what I look like in my home, and I love it. I live for it. I always tell people I am Fiona from Shrek. At nighttime, I turn into an ogre.
Oh, yeah.
And in the morning, I wake up and I leave the home as a princess.
She is Fiona, guys.
We're gonna move on to our third topic. Do we feel like we're satisfied?
I think so.
Do you think our fans will be satisfied? 1, do you believe in a Sunday reset? I would also like to know what your ideal Saturday morning looks like.
Will I work on Saturday morning?
I said ideal.
Okay.
Not reality.
Not ideal.
Not reality. Ideal.
Ideal is I wake up later than 8 a.m.
Because
every single day I wake up at 6 or earlier.
That's wild. What's the song that's like, wake up and put on my makeup? Do you know what I'm talking
yes.
about?
I hear it in my head.
We'll play it over. We'll find it and we'll play it.
Maybe licensing. We might not.
We'll just sing it for you.
Yeah, we'll do a voiceover or something.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, I'm sorry. So you wake up usually at 6 on Saturdays?
Oh, I wake up at 6 or earlier every day.
I actually cannot comprehend a world in which I would wake up at 6 a.m. every day.
Can I tell you that before January of this year, that was never my reality.
And it's just been your most recent job. That's
my most recent reality, yes.
Do you have to go to bed at 9 every night?
No, I don't have to.
So you don't. So you're living on 4 hours.
No.
Every day?
No. I fully pass out at bless you.
I'm sorry, I burped into the mic. Please forgive me.
I wake up somewhere between, depending on the day, either 4 a.m., 4:30, or as late as
Wait.
6:30.
Do you have to be at work at 6?
Yeah. I am a girl.
That's diabolical.
I have to shower and
Scream. So that's your reality. Now
that's
let's talk.
my
Let's talk
fantasy is right at
fantasy.
8 a.m. I don't have to be anywhere until
Wow.
maybe I meet up with coffee for a friend. Yeah, but that's not happening till like 10:30 a.m.
Oh yeah,
Maybe a little brekkie.
I love brekkie.
Brekkie, coffee. I'm
What's your
shopping.
What's your ideal
after.
brekkie?
Anything, really.
What about Sunday reset?
I use my vacuum mop. Sometimes I dust. I dust like every other week.
It's amazing.
It makes me sound a lot cleaner than I am.
You have dirty habits, so you have to clean it once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't bring food into my bedroom.
Proud.
I grew up, that was a no-no, and I stand by that. It
I-
is a no-no. Crumbs don't belong where you sleep.
They don't belong in your bed.
No, and that's how you bring bugs into your room.
Ew.
So would never be me if you do it.
If
that's
you
your
do
choice.
it, please change.
It is fully your choice. I don't agree with it. It will never be me, but good on you.
Do you think that having like a Sunday reset allows your habits throughout the week to be more messy because you know you'll have Sunday reset?
No, honestly, I am so busy throughout the week. The mess in my room is just dirty clothes on the floor.
What is a mantra that you live by?
Yeah, life's a garden, dig it. That
Wait,
is
do you
also a Joe
actually-
Dirt movie quote.
Is that actually something you live by? Like, do you think about that?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
What does that mean to you?
To me, that means life will be full of whatever you put in it. So do the things that you want, plant the things that you appreciate, and don't be afraid to.
Hold on. I want to go back to something you said. Life, you basically what you said is you get out of life what you put into it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was listening to a podcast on the way here, and they were talking about the perspective, like the science behind people who think they're lucky. And it's literally because they just expect good things.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of a victim mentality. And that's how they're like, well, I was just lucky. But like the science behind it is literally because they expect good things.
Yeah.
Life's what you give it.
Yeah. I believe that. That is why I am delusionally audacious. I'm not afraid to work for it. And I think that if I work for it, I'll get it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm working on having that mentality.
Well, I believe in it for you. So we'll work on it together.
Thank you.
I mean, you're here, so
that's true.
I would clearly say you're working on it.
That's true. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
What about you? What's your Sunday reset?
I'm so glad you asked. I live for a reset.
Come on.
I love a daily reset.
Daily reset.
I actually used to have a rule.
I aspire to be like those people.
Dude, I used to have a rule that I had to clean my room every night before going to bed.
Amazing.
And I did. I lived that for probably like 2 straight years, and it was amazing. Now it looks like a hoarder lives in my room throughout the week, and then pretty much one day a week it's like spotless.
But you do work multiple jobs.
Yeah. Like you
are busy.
Thank you. One of my friends saw a video that I posted, and they were like, your room looked so, like, did you box up all of your belongings? They literally asked, did you box up all your belongings? And I said, no, my room was just clean. Plain duvet. I don't even have pillowcases.
Havilah, do you need some? I have so many pillowcases. You can have some.
I literally own them. I just wash them and never put them back on my pillows.
We listen and we don't judge.
I listen and judge, but thank you for being so merciful.
We listen and we don't.
We listen and we don't judge.
I am judging, but
I mean, that's fair. And honestly, you should, because I'm an adult and I should do better.
But honestly, here's the thing.
But why do better when you don't have to?
This has been HR with Havilah.
And welcome. And this is why we started a podcast, because mentalities like this have to change.
She said it.
Anyways, just like she said. Okay, so I do believe in a reset. I actually love a reset. I'm talking like I'll clean my baseboards. Give me like a magic eraser, those white things, and I scrub. Like that's my hobby.
So what does your ideal Saturday look like, though?
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
My ideal Saturday.
When does it start?
Picture this. Okay, so my ideal Saturday, first of all, it's in a warm climate, because that's
warm. Okay.
I prefer warm climate.
Same.
It doesn't have to be boiling, but like
toasty.
Like
a nice little toast.
Like either Colorado or Hawaii.
Okay.
So we're talking warm and outdoorsy.
Warm and outdoorsy.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So either we wake up and we go to the gym, maybe around like 8 or 9 a.m.
Can I tell you, I'm a nighttime gym person.
I'd be probably irrationally angry for a little bit. I'm not a morning person. So I'd be like, why the fuck are we awake?
I don't talk to people for the first 30 minutes.
Okay, so I wake up in, let's just say Colorado. I'd wake up
Mhm.
in Colorado. We go to the gym,
Okay.
and we're like, wow, what a lovely gym morning. An hour later, we're like, let's get brekkie. So we go home. We make some amazing brekkie. I'm talking,
What kind
and
of spread?
I love breakfast. I could eat breakfast at any
Oh,
point.
okay. Yeah.
So ideally, it would be like some yummy, like yummy eggs and like bacon and
You did
sausage.
this so scrambled.
But like not, but like, hold on, I'm getting there.
Okay, okay.
It's, you know, when you like, you'll like spin it and then you like tip the pan so that it drizzles over and then it's like a folded egg, I think is what it's called.
It's called an omelet?
No, it's different
Oh.
than that because it's
Oh,
like,
it's just folded.
no, no, no,
Or
no, no, no.
what?
So it's
What do
like
you mean?
you get like these really,
Explain.
I don't, I'm trying.
Okay.
So you get these like really thin, you get like kind of, so it like would start as a
Okay.
crepe, you would scoot it over. So you're like holding the egg up here and the liquid like drizzles down, covers it again. You do that again, you scoot it. So like you keep scooting it into this like cooked, so it's like scrambled-esque, but it's
You've
so
got to make
good.
those for me because
Yeah,
I have
I'll
no
explain
idea
it.
what that
I
is.
learned it when I worked at a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
As in I worked in the front of house and they would just make me food and
You've
it was
had
great.
so many jobs, and I can't wait to hear
I've
more
lived
about all of
1,000
them.
lifetimes. Yeah. Some yummy type of something. I'm talking a lot of protein. I need
Oh,
protein immediately
yeah,
in the morning.
same.
Yeah. So like bacon, sausage.
Mhm.
Anyway, so we would eat so much. And
Okay.
then after that, it'd probably be like, we should go to the farmer's market. So then we'd bounce
Oh,
around the local farmer's market.
fun.
Maybe
Okay.
get some like fresh flowers, some products, a little drinky drink. I love a drink, a
Okay.
matcha or a latte. I'm a whore for a matcha or a latte. Then
Okay.
after that, probably maybe a nap or a hike. And
Those are
then,
two very different modes, but it is very dependent on how hard you went at the farmer's market.
yeah, it's true. And then after that, we'd
Okay.
probably need like just like time, to just like stare at a wall. So maybe a movie.
Okay.
We're talking a whole day here. Either a drive-in that night or
A drive-in.
yeah.
Have you ever been to one?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
drive-ins. They're so much fun.
Okay.
We have a few here. Have you
Yeah.
been to one?
Not here,
Oh, okay.
but in Arizona. What does your For You page look like?
Forgot about this question. Well, should I just look? I'm gonna look. Why is it just reels? What am I? Oh, here it is. Okay, guys, I just had a
Pardon
brain
me.
moment and I couldn't figure out how to get to my For You page.
Forgot how to work TikTok. How embarrassing.
Okay, so right
That's
now,
crazy.
can I show the camera?
Yeah, show them. Show the viewers.
Okay, before I show you, it's literally a fitness video. Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, how to do a pot squistle.
What? I'm sorry. Can you say that without a stroke?
A pistol squat.
A pistol squat. A squat pistol. I don't know.
I just fully reversed both words.
It's
Okay,
fine.
so it's literally Yzma, another evil girl from a different animated thing,
Okay.
a puppet, and a fitness video. And that pretty much describes what my For You page.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of my favorites, is like these weird people.
Oh my
I'm gonna show
gosh.
them.
Yeah, show them. They
Can you
need to.
see?
Yes, they fully can.
This is one of my favorite characters, literally ever.
They fully can.
It's my favorite when it's like the robber came in and you're like, you could take anything. And then they're like, no, not me, sister. It's me, other brain cell. I literally have cried laughing to these. Like, they're so funny.
Oh my god.
Another one is in my villain era, but it's just me using the word now. That's my For You page.
I love it.
So, anyways, my For You page is pretty much just fitness and people in crisis.
Oh, okay.
So, and now book
talk.
I'm kind of a part of book talk now.
Really?
Yeah.
I made a book talk TikTok about a Kindle that I got a couple years ago.
Because you're an avid reader.
I try to be.
My gosh.
But yeah, I mean, on my iPad, there's a sticker that says "thick thighs and bookish vibes."
That makes sense.
I gotta
You're
show
a book girl. Yeah,
I
show
should
them.
show them.
Show the people.
Can they?
There it is. Thick thighs and bookish vibes.
Also, Peppa Pig hanging up on her friend, rageily makes my heart happy.
I also love Mr. Bean.
Adore Mr. Bean.
I feel like you could tell them what your Pinterest consists of.
Oh, my Pinterest is...
Your Pinterest is iconic.
It truly is. How do you describe it? Although I will say that GIF of the I'm in my villain era and it's just me using the word now is
through and through.
Is there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Powerpuff Girls raging in life.
Same. The Powerpuff Girls are like my inner dialogue at this point. You know what I really want? I really want pizza.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound good?
It does, but guys, we can't have gluten.
Yeah, we're both gluten intolerant.
No.
What?
That's not the word.
What are you?
I'm glutarded. I don't know about you. I'm glutarded.
What does that mean? I need you to break. Can you use that in a sentence for me?
Yeah. I can't eat that. I'm so sorry. I'm glutarded. Can't have gluten.
I'm glutarded.
And
I'm gonna start using that
you
now.
should. 100%.
I don't do dairy, and I'm glutarded.
Yeah.
Her Pinterest is very aesthetic.
It really is.
It's pretty much just girly pop vibes. Wait, what's the pink one? What's that say? Oh, hold on. Let's just take a moment. That seems like us. Weird to think this is only the beginning. Yep, so that's it. That's her Pinterest.
Even my Pinterest knows how delusionally audacious I am.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Maybe AI is actually what fed us this idea. Your Pinterest just started feeding it to you. And
Probably.
same, my For You page was like, are you content?
Because
are you happy?
There's one that says now is a good time.
It is. The time is now.
And then there's one that says who cares?
You know what I was thinking
Truly,
about
who cares?
The last 24 hours?
Yeah, what?
I was talking to a customer the other day, and he basically was like, I'm going to make a career move.
Okay.
And he was like, which I'm kind of sad because I'm 30. I should have done this a long time ago.
33. Should have done it a long time ago, too.
Well, and my guttural response was like, why shame yourself when you have time to change now? Literally,
Truly.
Why focus on shaming yourself when just make a change? Be like, I don't enjoy this. We're going to adjust.
Truly.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I was like, okay, I can be sad that I didn't realize this sooner, or actually I can just stop whining and just try to change one small thing.
I understand it can be disappointing to discover that you don't like where you are.
For sure. Grieve it.
Yeah. Take a moment and be like, man, that sucks. But then also get over the embarrassment and try.
Yeah. I think too, sometimes you have to do the thing that you don't like to realize you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because maybe fully younger you really did think that you would like either the career or whatever
you chose,
big or small.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know what you didn't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of people where they're like, I don't know. I feel like it's easy to work the 9 to 5 and kind of fall asleep to what you actually want.
Oh, I would die if I worked even a regular 9 to 5. Even now I don't work a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And I honestly, those people where that makes you happy, that's where you thrive. That's amazing. But yeah, it could never be me.
Could never be me. Well, I think it's because we're both creatives through and through. Well, and for a long time, I think I was the classic personality, the square peg trying to fit in a round hole. And I was
100.
So upset that I wasn't succeeding in certain environments when I finally was like, maybe I wasn't meant to succeed here. Why am I trying to fit into this category? Yeah. I've never been someone who even cared about fitting in. That as an adult, I was like, why am I trying to fit in?
Yeah.
That I was like, this is stupid. I should actually just go after what I want.
Yeah.
Because you only have one life.
Yeah.
So why not live it big and bold?
Life's a garden, dig it.
I was about to say life's a bitch.
And then you die.
And then you die. The difference in our life mottos. No, my life motto.
What is yours?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, but we got derailed.
So sidetracked. So my life motto is, you win some, you lose most. Yeah. And it came out of a moment where it was pretty sarcastic, where I was like, you win some, you lose most. And then I was like, actually, I feel like it alleviates the pressure to perform at 100 all the time.
Yeah, I like it because I tend to be perfectionistic.
Yeah.
And it makes me be like, oh, if I lose this, actually, that is realistic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean it's
okay.
a failure. It means it's a learning.
Yes.
A learning thing.
And then I think it also shows when you do succeed, celebrate it. However big or small, celebrate your success. Because it's not every day, and that's okay.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good at celebrating the little things.
Mm-hmm.
I instantly am like, okay, I could do this better. I could do this. Mm-hmm. Actually on my Pinterest, it says, hey, don't forget to enjoy it.
And I love that.
There's a few little motivational things, and I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, I need to learn to enjoy it.
Yeah, it was one of my brothers. He was like, well, if you are going to be a creative, you need to make sure that you enjoy the process. And he was like, because Hav, you like quick results and you like success, but it doesn't sound like you like the everyday. So do you actually like the everyday or not? He gets in my face about stuff, which I love.
Honestly,
I was
love that.
And I was like, you're right. I actually hate the everyday.
Yeah.
And I want to love it because this is what I want to do.
Wins.
I love to win.
I love to win.
but I hated the everyday work. And so
Yeah.
literally since then, it's taken like years of adjustment because I don't lack discipline,
Yeah.
but I don't necessarily enjoy the moments of discipline. And I'm trying to reframe to be like, no, I actually love that I get to be disciplined. Like, I love that I get to show up to class, that I get
Yeah.
to train, like reframing my thought process behind it
Yeah.
so that I do enjoy the grind because the grind is a majority of life.
Oh, the majority. But you have to enjoy it. You're right.
Yeah. So that's my life motto. But I love asking people their life motto because everyone has like a wildly different life motto.
Yeah, like life's a garden, dig it.
I never would have
Never.
never.
I know.
And I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
Well,
What is your ending thought as we bring it to a close?
as we bring it to a close, I want to say thank you to the people who made this possible. My buds, my friends, my support. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Yeah, a lot of this would not have happened if
without your buds.
Yeah, without connections.
Yeah, I would say
So-
shout out to my besties and my mom. You know who you are.
Yeah, I would hope your mom knows who she is.
She knows. My mom does know she is. My besties know who they are. I think my friends have been trying to convince me to have a podcast for literally years.
Oh, yes, same.
And I've always wanted one. I just have
Yeah.
never taken the steps to do it because I didn't want to do it alone. And then we met each other.
Guys,
We basically don't even know each other.
we don't. After it's been like what, a week and a half?
Yeah, we've
Maybe
like
2
known each
weeks?
other for probably like 3 weeks.
Yeah, total. 3 weeks total, guys.
But we basically were like, I want a podcast. And then we were like, let's just do it together. Let's just do this. And it's been fun.
I fully pinky promised this girl, and I didn't even know her last name.
First
guys.
of all, pinky promises are serious.
They are.
I take those seriously.
I do too, as do I.
Yeah.
I fully believe in pinky promises
Yep.
and their severity, clearly because I'm here.
We want to thank our audience.
Truly.
And we hope that we gather a crowd of people who also want to live big and bold, audacious lives.
Yeah.
And maybe you're unhappy with where you're at in your life. We want to encourage you to pursue your dreams and do hard things. And join us as we pursue our dreams and do hard things.
I guarantee you it won't be boring. It will probably be a little chaotic.
We can guarantee you it will be chaotic.
We promise, actually.
We actually promise we will deliver on the chaos. And hopefully it'll be funny and maybe you'll learn something. I don't know. Or like
learn what not to do at least.
Well, I feel like this is a good point for us to over and out.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah. Any final words? You get one sentence. Bye, bitches. Bye, losers. Bye, bye. I love it. Bye.